All right? You guys can lie to yourselves all you guys want to. I promise you guys this is the truth. What I'm going to tell you guys, it's not a trick whatsoever. What I'm going to tell you guys is the truth. Now, the White House is going to be, in all honesty, is going to be demolished in a few days per NATO negotiation with Russia, Iran, Israel, and Venezuela. And within 2 weeks thereafter, within 2 weeks thereafter, central Moscow is going to be atomic bombed. So once again, central Moscow is going to be atomic bombed. Is going to be nuked within 2.5 weeks or so by NATO forces, specifically the United States military. And a few weeks later, Lower Manhattan will be atomic bombed, will be nuked by reported Russian military forces, by the Russian military. And the Tsar bomb will be used, or at least purported as used successfully. That's going to happen over the next month and a half, everything I've just detailed. Today's the 22nd of November, 2024. What I have stated to you is top secret, being temporarily declassified. World War III is certainly underway, but as soon as the White House is demolished, and it's certainly per staging and negotiations, and no one is intended as a casualty, since everyone should be evacuated out of the White House, and thereafter out of central Moscow, and thereafter out of Lower Manhattan and the surrounding area by the time what's going to happen happens in late December 2024 regarding Lower Manhattan and the surrounding area, the edges of three boroughs specifically, Lower Manhattan and the edges of the three surrounding boroughs, meaning Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. So I want you guys to understand this. I am who I say I am. You know, there are forces that came from all over the universe who honestly have found out that that factions of the Central Intelligence Agency, which branched off into NSA, have been trying to get in the way of what is going to happen. Specifically, the United Nations becoming world government and me being elected the first world president of the United Nations, the first world president in general in 2044. And a world war was staged because clearly I'm going to be African American. I am African American of Caribbean birth. I was born in the Commonwealth of Dominica in January of 1985, specifically January the 13th, 1985. And there's no lie about that. The world has negotiated, specifically the United Nations General Assembly has negotiated me becoming the first world president. I will be elected by what will then be called the United Nations General Assembly, also known essentially as World Congress. And individuals walking near me, or individuals listening to this, are not being anointed with that power instead of me if they become better people, or if they're smart enough to appear to be better people as such. I want you guys to stop playing games with life. I am honestly who I say I am. I am the reincarnated Thomas Jefferson. I am the reincarnated Abe Lincoln. I am the reincarnated W.E.B. Du Bois. I am the reincarnated Christopher Columbus. I am the reincarnated Julius Caesar. This is Pax Americana. The world has accepted Americana. The Commonwealth of Dominica is going to become part of the United States officially within a few months. The citizens of the Commonwealth of Dominica will be noted as nationals of the United States, and the Commonwealth of Dominica will maintain its independence and sovereignty for United Nations General Assembly purposes, as currently and later as World Congress, and to remain as an independent country. and to remain as an independent country on the global stage of discourse and political, interaction and negotiations, especially within the Organization of American States, which will have the General Assembly of the Americas very soon, meaning the General Assembly will be noted as the General Assembly of the Americas, that which is associated with the Organization of American States. The Organization of American States will certainly become the Union of the Americas in 2049. While I am President of the world, President and Commissioner of the United Nations as world government. That has already been negotiated. Everything that I've written online, my publications, everything I've presented myself as having authored, I have authored on my own, and I have not stolen any sort of concept or anything from anyone else whatsoever. What I have worked beyond, what I have studied and worked beyond, I have noted. I don't want you guys losing you guys' minds at all. I support American policy, but we can become even more perfect than before. That's okay. What's wrong with that? But anyway, I don't want you guys, believing anything crazy about me whatsoever. I'm not the kind of person who's gonna hurt people, unconditionally, arbitrarily, naively, overzealously, or based on my personal biases. I am very procedural in how I conduct my work. I am, essentially the chief manager of the United States government and its partnerships, essentially the nominal manager of the Central Intelligence Agency and INTERPOL as a partnership, the nominal and chief manager of the CIA and INTERPOL, as a partnership. Okay, and I do have, I honestly do have a law degree from the University of Miami, and I do have a law license here in the state of Florida. I have not had to employ it beyond using my legal knowledge to write up what I've written, what I've authored, the legal article, the work papers, the work reports, and preceding all of that, the book sketch published with iUniverse in 2012, which was noted as which is still noted as the New Society's Concepts and Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality. What I've written since then, beyond the commentaries that I wrote, immediately succeeding the book sketch, what I've written since then is the legal article, the completed and edited, version of the original book sketch published with iUniverse, and this particular legal article is titled Americana, the New Society's Concepts and Political Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality. I've written numerous work papers and work reports, and now I have published them as collectives, constituting books, published and exhibited online, meaning on the internet and on the web. I am not lying at all. I am providing to you guys the truth. All right, so I have almost at this particular point, I have over 20 books published on the internet. Some are, the book sketch is over 700 pages. You can see that it's unedited, and you can see that it's incomplete, but it allowed me to remain under the radar, and it allowed me to appear to be too scared to continue with my work. I knew I was under surveillance, and the Central Intelligence Agency was under surveillance and working with INTERPOL, so I made the sacrifice of revealing that I'm clearly a genius, a Renaissance genius, but I'm certainly not going to try to, offend the status quo, and simply by acting scared and then keeping it unedited and incomplete and acting as if I could not understand what I was writing. Apparently, I knew that it might be misinterpreted that way or interpreted that way as intended for lawful deceptive purposes. So, at this point I have I think I have like at least 25 books published with Lulu.com, Lulu Bookstore. And Lulu.com is not owned by any Hawaiian or any Californian of Hawaiian descent, or I'm pretty sure of that. And if anyone is part of any ownership of Lulu.com who has lived in Hawaii or was born in Hawaii or is of some Hawaiian descent, that person is certainly not Barack Obama or any of his family members. I want you guys to stop asserting craziness. No one can possibly believe that I'm writing any of my work to provide to anyone or to sell to anyone or to gift to anyone or to gift to anyone, to gift or transfer or sell to anyone else. All of my works were published, for my sake, toward doing my job, and my job does not require me to gift over to any agency or any office any of my works. So yes, the Commonwealth of Dominica as an associate state of the United States very soon, officially, meaning a national state of the United States in technical terms, and very soon thereafter, I'm pretty sure it's going to be noted as a national country of the United States, and it will be noted as a national country of the United States, to not be noted as a constituent country of the United States, because the Commonwealth of Dominica and the four other future associate state of the United States, meaning future national states of the United States, including the Republic of Seychelles, the state of Israel, the Republic of Vanuatu, and the future Republic of Scotland, will all remain independent and sovereign within the United Nations General Assembly, the future World Congress, and within the charitable organization, the Commonwealth of Nations, and other international forums and discourses and so forth. All right, so I need you guys to understand that. So the people, the citizens of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and the citizens of the future other associate states of the United States will be official domestic nationals of the United States. And when I say domestic nationals of the United States, I mean American nationals, United States nationals, but the government of these countries, under the management of the United States government, will function as independent and sovereign authorities of their respective jurisdictions, their respective countries. All right, so I'm not playing any game with you guys' minds at all. I'm being very honest, and I don't want any sort of conflict whatsoever. All right.